And welcome, welcome, welcome. You are listening and watching Survival Radio Network, and we are broadcasting live today from Bludso's Barbecue here in Atlanta, and the smells and the aroma, mmm, irresistible. We're so glad that you joined us this afternoon, and today our hashtag is hashtag SRN Live, showing local love at Bludso's. Hashtag We Do Radio. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Atlanta, and we're just going to have a wonderful time. We've got some great guests this afternoon that we are going to be interviewing, and we're just going to jump right in there. We're just going to jump right in there and get started with our first guest this afternoon, Ms. Dethra Giles. She is a trainer, coach, and speaker, and she's got some events upcoming that she's going to share with us. Welcome to Survival Radio Network. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and I'm doing well.
Good, good. It's a beautiful
It
afternoon.
is, and it smells so good in
Oh my
here.
gosh, yes. It's hard to focus,
I
isn't it?
know. I'm like,
It's
when is
hard to
my
focus.
turn over so I can go order?
Yes. All right, so tell us a little bit about what you do. You're an executive prep.
Yes,
Tell us a
I
little bit about
am
that.
the CEO and founder of Executive Prep Consulting
Okay.
Agency. And what we do, we are the performance optimization company. We work with organizations to optimize the performance of their company and their people.
Oh wow, wow. So, are there a lot of organizations that you work with
I
and that
do.
you train or?
We have three target markets. We work with government agencies, we work
Mhm.
with mid to small sized businesses, and then work with corporate agencies as well. We do everything from training to
Mhm.
organizational development and succession planning.
Okay, so can you give us an example, like when you say optimize?
Yes, that's a great thing for example, our mid-sized businesses,
Hmm.
a lot of them are realizing, you know what, I know what I do, but
Right.
I don't know about people and I'm not sure if I'm getting the most out of my people. So I help them strategize on how to
Mhm.
have their people perform so they get the optimal results from their human capital investment.
Oh wow. So now, how long have you been doing this?
I've been in the field is called human resources. So I've been in
Yeah.
HR for over 15 years.
Oh,
And that sounds hard to say now. Oh my God, I look so young.
absolutely.
But yes, I've been doing it for over 15 years, and
Okay.
it's actually my gift and my passion.
Really, really.
hmm
Speaking of passion, when did you know it was your passion?
You know what? The very first time when I first graduated from undergrad, I
Hmm.
went to work in a nonprofit.
Hmm.
And nonprofits don't have a lot of money,
Very
so
true.
you do everything.
Right.
And I was the director of that nonprofit, and I
Hmm.
went back to my advisor and I said, I'm doing everything. I want to
Hmm.
go back and get my master's, but this is the thing I enjoy the most. And they said, that's human resources. And I said,
Right.
that's what I love. That's what I'm good at. That's what I want to do.
And that's what you do. Have there been individuals along the way that have helped you, that have encouraged you, that have mentored you? Tell us a little
Oh
bit
my
about that.
gosh. There have been mentors all along the way. That's one of the things I teach. I'm also an executive coach, and I tell my clients if you're going to be successful, you have to have a mentor.
Yeah, can't do it
You
alone.
can't do it alone.
Mm-mm.
You have to be a good mentee, and then once you're mentored well, you have to also be willing to go back and be a mentor. But
Right.
along the way, there were people that said, I see something in you, I want
Hmm.
to help you. And they did that, and because of them, I am. And it started even before my professional career. There
Right.
were people in my life. My mother was a single parent, and my
Wow.
best friend, who's Karen Brown, her parents saw us and said, you
Hmm.
know what, we're going to take her under our wing.
Right.
Because of them, I traveled the world,
Oh my
which I would
goodness.
not have been able to do had they not said, you know what, we're going to take her in
Right.
and do this with her. And my mother couldn't afford it.
Hmm.
And they said, you know what, if you just pay this, we have everything else.
Wow.
And it exposed me to family life. It exposed
Hmm.
me to different cultures. It
Hmm.
gave me so much more than I ever would have gotten had they not taken me under their wing and mentored me at such an early age. So
So,
yes.
so now what? And you said that this is your passion. What were some of the obstacles along the way, or some of the challenges that you faced along the way?
Oh my gosh. It's first of all the learning curve.
Hmm.
Understanding what I do is typically human resources. People don't typically see that as a generator of revenue and
Right.
driving down costs.
Hmm.
And so it was really understanding the whole business dynamic outside of just people, but how do these people impact the finances of the organization?
Right.
And then getting people to understand, yes, you do need this.
Hmm.
People often think about it as, I understand finance, and so I don't have to worry about the people. And
Right.
getting them to realize, no, your people are typically 70% of your expenses.
Right.
If
Right.
they're not performing highly, you're
Hmm.
losing money.
right,
and getting them to see that. And that's probably has been the most difficult piece, that yes, you do need this.
right. And then, within those people, you always have to, I believe that you always have to have the right people on the bus, so to speak. When if you're moving in a direction, you have to have the right people on the bus that are also moving in that direction.
Exactly. And then even having the right bus, and what are these? I help
Oh,
companies figure that out. What are these
the
seats?
right bus in the first
Oh
place.
yes, I worked with a client who had an accountant, and she said, Deetra, this accountant isn't performing well.
Right.
Oh my gosh, he's incompetent. And I said, no, you don't even need an accountant.
Wow.
It's not that he's not competent. It's that
Hmm.
that's not what your need is. So let's figure that out.
Right. So,
Really,
so you raise a pretty good point in that the employer
right?
who has a vision, they may have a vision, but they have to know where they're starting from, where they are, what they have, where they are,
Mm-hmm.
where they want to go, and if what they have is what they need to get there.
And I tell people that's my company. My company is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And
Wow.
we help you figure that out via your
Hmm.
people. How are your people going to get you to where you say you want to be?
Right, right. Now, are there along the way sometimes you identify that maybe some of those people need to change? How does that can be a little awkward, can
Oh
it?
my gosh, I work with a very good team. Even though I do this piece of it, I
Hmm.
work with therapists, I work with counselors, and I do a lot of assessment, especially of our mid-sized business owners.
Okay.
Let's find out your communication style. Let's
Right.
find out who your people are. And some of them, I say, you know what, you really need to go to counseling. You have
Hmm.
issues that you're bringing into the workplace and how you're running your business
Bringing that
that
back.
are negatively impacting
Wow.
where you grow.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's really
Oh, yes.
really peeling
It's
back the
work.
layers and just, starting with that individual
Oh, my
who
gosh.
has that vision,
Yes.
wherever they're trying to go, having that vision and
And
making sure that, they know where they're going and whatever other issues or baggage that they have that might interfere with that journey.
And a
Um,
lot of them haven't even thought about that. I know my business so well, and the reason it's so helpful for them is because when they get to that mid-sized point, they started in small business. I didn't know
mhm.
construction, but
Right,
now it's like,
right.
do I know people? And I
Mm,
don't know people.
right.
Deetra, we need you because I have to figure out this people piece because that's where my business is now. If I'm going to
Exactly.
grow, I have to be able to handle the people.
Right. Can't do construction without the
You
people.
can't.
Wow, that is really
Or even
huge.
making boxes or being a
Yeah.
janitorial
Hmm.
service or whatever it is, you have to figure out the people.
The people in that.
Hmm.
They have to figure that out. So tell us about your upcoming webisodes.
I know. I'm so
That sounds
excited
exciting.
about it. Is so they're going to be a webisode on my YouTube channel for
Okay.
Executive Prep, and I'm going to be interviewing business owners and top level corporate professionals, and I'm going to be talking to them about the issues they're having. And at the end, I'll say, here are 5 things I would give for them to do. So the
Hmm.
webisodes are going to be called Problem Solve.
Oh, wow.
Right. So they'll start off telling you their problems, and I'll
Hmm.
end by saying, you know what, here's some things I recommend for you.
So you kind of take them on that journey to solving their problems.
Absolutely. And I'm
That's
excited about it.
that sounds huge. That sounds huge. Now, when is that a certain time period that will occur, or
Yes, it's going to start in June of 2015. So
okay,
we're
couple
working on film.
months?
I know we're working on filming now. It's like, oh, let's meet this deadline.
Right,
So we're
right.
excited about it.
Well,
Very
great.
excited
Well,
about it.
great. And then you have another conference, a Pink Power Master Conference. I had to say that
Yes,
slow.
I know. It's the Pink Power Mastermind, and we're really excited about it. We did it last
Hmm.
year in Phillips Arena.
Hmm.
It's a group of women getting together and truly masterminding. How do we get this thing done? How do we achieve our goals? And really having that honest feedback because
Mm.
oftentimes we have these great ideas,
Oh,
but we
yes.
don't have good feedback.
Oh, yes.
And in our own minds, we're geniuses,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So as people getting around saying, yes, you know what,
Hmm.
you are a genius, but here are some things you need to do better or
Or
differently
differently.
based on what's going on. So we're doing that, and after that, it's going to be the Pink Gala. So we're excited about all these things that are coming
Oh,
up.
that sounds like a lot of fun. So now, how can our listeners and our viewers contact you?
Yes, they can reach me at my website at
Hmm.
www.execuprep.com. That's
Hmm.
EXECUPREP.com. And they can also reach us at 866-580-2596.
Okay, well, that is great, and that's wonderful. And I understand today you have some little PR people with you.
Yes,
You
I
want
have
to
my
give them a shout
PR
out
professionals with me, my daughter Jira, my son Daniel, who are on staff.
on
Uh,
staff.
They've raise a child up in the way that they should go. So
Absolutely.
they are on staff helping with the business today.
And they are doing a fabulous
Thank
job,
you,
a
thank
fabulous
you.
job. So, do you have a takeaway for our audience today? Is there anything that you want to leave our audience with? Any encouraging words, anything of that nature?
Absolutely. The reality is anything you want, you can have.
Mm,
Anything you want to do, you can do. You just have to determine if you're willing to do the work. Everything you want costs something. And
mm.
is the cost worth what you want to have?
Wow,
Yeah.
that is huge. That is huge. Ladies and gentlemen, Dethra Giles. She's a trainer, coach, and speaker, executive prep. Love it. She has some upcoming webisodes, which we talked a little bit about. Pink Power Mastermind Conference. You say that 10 times fast. And that is August 14th. Is that
August
correct?
14th and the
Okay.
Pink Gala is August 26th.
Okay.
Yeah.
August 14th, August 26th. Don't forget those dates. Again, this is Survival Radio Network, and our hashtag for today is hashtag SRN Live, showing local love at Bludso's hashtag We Do Radio. Survival Radio Network. We're going to take a short break, I think, and we'll be back in a moment.